Vanessa from Lilac Gecko PR. First of all, thank you very much for your contributions, because I think we'll agree this has been quite an interesting and entertaining exercise. Hopefully we've learned a little bit as well as we've gone along. Tell me about why you went on this course. What were you kind of thinking of? What did you want out of it? Has that in any way been achieved?
Yes, and then some, I think. Lilac Gecko PR, it's 3 months old, got made redundant, and sort of the company had gone into administration, so I was like left with nothing, you know, no redundancy notice, and I was like, need to earn some money while I look for another job.
Yeah.
So I rang up a few contacts, got some work in, said, look, I'm going to do some freelance copywriting and PR.
Yeah.
And got so much work in, really, that it was a decision then, do I run with my own business, see how it goes, or get a job? So I decided to, you know, go for it and try not to look back. And one of the things I wanted to do as part of PR and copywriting was look at the persuasive and web content copywriting, because it's you know, it's a growing trend, and I know that it's different than writing for normal marketing collateral. So.
Right. A new business then. I love new businesses.
Brand new.
It's like a new birth, a new life,
Yeah.
new hope. Yeah, so they're kind of great fun to be involved with, really. Let's go through some of the kind of main stages of the course then. I mean, what were your kind of thoughts on like long tail and the segmentation and the positioning side? Have you ever worked that into any of your...
Yeah, long tail theory is probably my standout moment, really, because with new business, I was trying to be right. You know, my attitude was, look, I can write for anybody, anywhere, on anything. And then once we talked about focusing the business, it made me focus on my business. So, you know, there's general market agencies, the big agencies that, you know, large overheads and, you know, charge a fortune, moving down to specialist areas, specialists by geographical areas as well. And then the people that pick out certain areas, like myself, PR and copywriting, and then break it down to copywriting for certain things. So whether it's technical copywriting or copywriting for the web, or the other thing that I've got is industry specialists in large format printing industry that I've been in the last 7 years.
Right.
So that's another niche service that I can offer, and it fits in quite well.
Would it be fair to say that your kind of viewpoint on what the business is going to do and where it positions on this has sort of altered during the course, or were you quite clear about being in a niche and being very specific?
No, this has made me focus on my business.
It was initially kind of a generalist SME freelance offering, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and it's made me realise that for my own sanity, my own return on investment when I do marketing campaigns for my company, it's made me focus down to that, really, to these niche areas, and so that I can get it to work. I think if I try and be all things to all men, I'm never going to get anywhere. Right.
Makes sense. So it's the whole kind of niche marketing thing, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Moving this on and then into sort of Web 2.0, what was your kind of take on that? Is, you know, particularly from a sort of PR and a kind of marketing background, is it much a look and feel, or does it represent something distinctly different on the web?
At first, I didn't really. I know about the Web 2 applications, but on a business area and the style of industry that I was in as well, it wasn't really quite well known. It was looked on a bit trivial. Yeah. But from this course, I've realised that no, it needs to be more of a conversation than anything, than just static. And my website, when we first started the course, I didn't even have a website. Yeah. I've just got it, and now I think that's far too static, and it needs to be doing completely. And incorporating, I've got a wish list of things that I want for my site. Some of them are things that relate to the PR side of things. So,
take us through the sort of top line of that then.
I need to make the copy more conversational. At the minute, I'm just telling people what I do. So, you know, I've established that that's not going to get me anywhere. Yeah. I need to build out my in and outbound links, but that's on something later.
Yeah, hubs and authority.
Home blog, definitely. I have got. I'm on LinkedIn, and I need to update my profile and start using those tools now. and then my blog, obviously, to keep everything up to date and fresh.
Yeah. So a nice combination of Web 2 and social media. You've got your blog to demonstrate your competence, so you're going to be investing in some article writing. You've got LinkedIn for some of that connectivity.
Yeah.
And then you back that up with a bit of Twittering, which is mini blogging, micro blogging, really, I suppose, isn't it? So two types of kind of broadcast blog and your own website and LinkedIn.
Yeah. And you've got the opt-in areas as well, the permission marketing link for a newsletter that I'd like to do.
Yeah.
And then
always asking for the opt-in,
Yeah, journalist area, so the journalists who see press releases from myself and my clients, because this will all come out for my clients from Lilac Gecko PR, they'll see that I'm doing articles and press releases for, say, the large format print industry.
Yeah.
Those guys that aren't receiving anything, they can come to my website and say, right, I want to go on these mailing lists, and there'll be an opt-in section there as well.
Yeah, excellent. So, it's not a huge leap of imagination to see how, as you go through this learning curve, you can take other people through it as well.
Yeah. When
it comes to Web 2 and long tail and all this sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Almost becomes part of the offering, doesn't it?
It
positions you, but
it positions me better than just being able to offer web content copywriting. So.
Excellent. Okay. Tell me about the content writing side, because this is obviously important to you as a content writer, as it were. Okay. So.
On my site, I need to, like I've said before, I need to revamp my copy. It's too static. It's too boring corporate. And it's telling people what to do, using the Veloso 5Q on the initial pages, going through each section. So if I want a landing page, and the linear paths that I want to use, then I can write regarding whether people want SEO copywriting or whether they want a technical copywriting service or they're in the large format print industry and they want a PR campaign doing. And then also writing articles, to get...
Right. So we got a combination of using it on the homepage to explicitly say these are the core competencies of what I do, in effect the kind of linear path type thing, and then you're going to be using it as a vehicle of writing persuasive content that gets your point across but keeps it sort of punchy and upbeat, right?
Exactly.
And how would you say that the web differs from large format, from the print media in terms of the writing style?
I think from on a lot of the, if I equate it to press releases that are coming out from some of my clients in the large format industry or in the IT industry, one of my clients is a monitor manufacturer, and certain audiences in print only want the facts. They don't want this, what's the problem, imagine where you could be with that. They would laugh and they wouldn't publish it. So they just want facts. But when you're talking about writing articles for online publications and other channels, but all through the web, it's all very much conversational and it's all very much Veloso 5Q.
Right.
So it's different style. It's totally different style. The business corporate is quite flat and boring, but some companies, some of my clients still want that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and you need to kind of almost encourage them to take some risks, or at least understand that this is a different channel.
And this is where it's going as well. So
yeah. Excellent. What were the kind of standout moments for you then? That that's horrible. I'm suggesting that there have been standout moments rather than were there any? But kind of were there times in this where you changed your mind about something, or you kind of had a eureka moment, or a little breakthrough, or whatever? What were the kind of standout moments you would say, the key things you would take from this?
Key things on the overall course?
Yeah.
Yeah, the key things is the long tail and how it's affected the way I look at my business.
Yeah.
And focus that down and promote that. I came along the course as well to be able to offer this as a service to clients. So again, the style of persuasive content for the web is another standout moment for me.
It's a tool that you can actually use.
Yeah, I can sell on, I can make money from it. So, and there is a market out there for it. So
definitely so. Yeah. And there aren't many proper content writers out there. There's a lot of stuff where we've got offline content just being banged straight online.
Straight on,
without
use
really,
sales brochure onto there.
Exactly, and that's, you still get that 15 years later in web design, you still get, we'll just whack the brochure on. Whoa!
We need some better blue tape.